Army Regulation 517 Army Idea Excellent Program. Chapter 7 Payment Award. 7.1 Eligibility. All time of the submission, individuals will be advised that the eligibility to receive monetary awards, all suggestions regarding this eligibility to receive the cash award, are required to sign the statement of acknowledgement of the acceptance of the cash award. Other form of recognition and suggestion shall constitute an agreement for the use of the suggestion of the United States, shall not form the basis of the further claim or any nature of the United States by the successor of their heirs and assignees. 7.2 The job duties determination. Subject to the following guidelines, the commander may disapprove the payment of the award of the grounds of the contributing to the falls of the individual job duties. Experience has shown that the best idea is having the two with the successor own workers. Therefore, a decision to deny with the award of the basis of the job duties will be taken after the closest scrutiny with the benefit of every doubt of the granted of the successor. All cases, the decision to deny recommended award the commander has designed and concur with writing. In such cases, the successor may be candidate a special act of award under the incentive award program. Job duties refer to these aspects, particularly with the specifically in either the job description, performance of the standard for that job. Phrases the job description and other duties assigned will not be used as the basis of concluding that an idea falls within job duties. However, an idea with a clearly directly result with a temporary specialist assignment may be considered to be with the job duties. Job duties determination can be made after adoption if it is not a part of the process deciding to adopt or not adopt the idea. If no case, the individual will be kept submitting an idea because it may fall within the job duties. The cash award is not appropriate for the idea that it falls wholly within the job duties. However, the letter of appreciation, commendation, and certificate, other appropriate recognition can be granted by the AR 672-20. Job duties do not preclude award payment if the adopted idea 1. Is not explicitly stated in the job description, performance standards of the civilian equivalent documents for the military. 2. Implemented data above the installation level or another installation suggester does not have the specific job duty for the providing ideas before immediate installation. 3. Provides tangible benefits to super superior materials, warrants special recognition to make such determination. Careful consideration shall be given to the employee's job description, assigned the duties to perform, requirements of the standards for the position, extent of the application, contribution of the impact of the organization. The idea falls party with the job duties exceeds the performance of standards only in the part of the involved. The small portion of the job duties award will be paid. The award will be reduced by the commander. He is designated representative percentage is consistent with the extent of the job duties involved. Normally, the suggestion first line supervisor makes the job duty determination, if always made with the individual's chain of the command. The supervisor or other officials will be evaluated. The suggestion is disqualified for the making of the job duty decision, classification, personal management specialist, as well as the point of primary contacts. Evaluators may be consulted, but they should not make the job of the duty decision itself. 7.3 The payment of the approval. The commander is responsible for the budget of the organization, but the successor is currently assigned to improve the payment with the payment of the award having. However, the commander may delegate the approval authority to his or her designee. The 7.4 The award certificate preparation. The PC is responsible for the arranging the payment for the award, preparing the DA form. 2441 Suggestion award certificate. Other applicable document information required to secure the payment. The certificate will send to the certificate financing accounting office, other payroll and office to the set procure the payment of the award. Copies will be also sent to the civilian military personnel office. The information will comply with the file, the suggestion folder, and the directive reserve resource management. If the awards exceeds $100 to the DA form 2443, consider as commendation certificate. The DA form 2442 certificate of achievement may be presented to the suggester. 7.5 The appropriated fund payment. Civilian military suggestions awarded the paid out of the non-appropriate paid out of the appropriated funds. The award will be paid current to the employing organization, even if the suggestion was entered and adopted, but the benefits realized elsewhere. The installation may be seeking reimbursement either in other services and agency benefits in the award based on the benefits realized with the service agency is more than $200. If the suggester has left the Army and the Army organization to which he or she is assigned reasonable for the payment. 7.6 The cash awards eligibility and adopted ideas are eligible for the cash award when the idea is approved for testing. Ideas approved for the implementation of the award is based on the other tangible in benefits when identified in Table 5.1 and 5.2. 7.7 Awards payment commensurate with the usage. Suggestion will be paid. Award commensurated with the extent of the usage of the level of the organization. Addition with the to award the pay of the local adoption of the monies will be paid for the ideas used in the major headquarters, Department of Army levels, as well as for the ideas used in the other agencies. Higher level awards will be reduced the amount of they are already paid at the lower levels by the law. The total compensation for any one of the suggestions cannot exceed $25,000, regardless of the number of the persons who may be entitled to share. And in the award, the civilian suggestors can, however, receive additional monies using the recommendation by the employing agency, office personnel management, or approval by the president. 7.8 Group Idea Awards. In case of the group idea of the award will not exceed the amount which has been authorized for the same idea, individuals, and an exception must be made of the idea clearly significant value. The diverse of the prospect of award amount among the multiple suggestion would make the amounts received by one person too small. The meaningful motivation commanders should be decided, and appropriate additional awards also be equal to each member of the group should receive the same share of the total award. However, the contributions differ significantly. Management official of the acknowledgement of the relative contribution each suggestion will consult with the commander, who decides the proportion in which the award will be distributed. 7.9 The prompt payment of idea awards. Prompt payment of the idea award shall be made as soon as final approval is granted for an adopted idea. The successor should be informed verbally in writing in the status award. 7.10 Award Approval Authority. The major commanders, may approve all awards up to $10,000 as long as the savings has been validated according to the regulation, inclusive of the awards approved by the active commanders. The payment of over the $10,000 will be made with the approval of the Office of Secretary of Defense and the Office of Personnel Management. The major commanders will redelegate the subordinate commands and activities of authority to approve the idea of the cash award in any amount of the base $10,000 based on tangible and intangible benefits, the combination of both. Once the higher headquarters Department of the Army level validation achieved, even if the final Office of Secretary of Development, Office of Personnel Management approval remains pending, the major command installations may authorize payment and additional award given the suggested total of $10,000. Excess will be paid on approval of the major commands. Will issue appropriate implementation instruction. 7.11 Awards in excess of $10,000. Nomination for cash award in excess of $10,000 must be processed expeditiously at the same time. Procedures set forth in the regulation and fully adhere to the dispatch of all $10,000 plus nomination of the Headquarters Department of Army, DACSM, DME, Washington, D.C. 2010-310, which will convey the Army Incentive Award boards for the review. For the board, they are sent to the final approval of the Office of Secretary and Office of Personnel Management before such nomination is sent to the higher Headquarters Department of Army, DACS, DMNE. Benefits must be validated in internal review. The equivalent agency at the same of the higher level of evaluation organization, but independent organization result in the review of the forward with the nomination. Nominations will also be accompanied by the statement indicating the suggested contribution does not fall wholly within job responsibility. If the job responsibility is particularly factor, then the statement will include the full justification of the award. 7.12 Validation of benefits. Before payment of an award of $5,000 or more, validation of benefits may be internal review the equivalent agency at the same level of the evaluation organization is advisable. 7.13 Interagency Inter-Service Awards. Awards may be paid to the soldier to Army employees for the ideas in which the benefit of the service of government agencies, just employees, or any service members of those and organizations may receive an award for the idea for benefit of the Army. In both the cases, the benefited agency will pay an award of exceeding $200. When the award is less than $200, the successor employing the agency will pay. 7.14 Award payment for the separation for the service. When the payment of the award of the authorized when the individual has separated the employment and military service, efforts will be made to reach him her last known address. When no address is available of the local installation, other local information will be requested. 7.15 Payment on the deceased suggestion. In case of death, the unpaid award will be treated as an amount due and processed according to the regulations pertaining to the amounts due to the estates of the deceased employees. Appendix A,